So you can do this practice eyes opened or closed. Again, if you could be 5 to 10% more comfortable than you are now, just take some time to readjust. Set your senses free and let your attention open. Feel yourself as a receptivity. Noticing sounds coming and going. Swallowing to notice the taste in your mouth. Feeling the warmth or coolness against your skin. Simply welcoming what is. If there's warmth, welcome warmth. If there's coolness, welcome coolness. Simply welcoming. Welcome the feeling of the room around you. The floor that's supporting your body. And notice different sensations in the body. Notice where your attention is naturally taken. And take a moment to affirm your intention for this practice. You might affirm with your whole body that you're engaging the practice of Yoga Nidra. And if it's your desire to stay present to each changing circumstance. Perhaps your intention is to understand and experience changing emotions. In your mind, state this in the present moment, such as, I am awake and aware for this practice. Or I am open to any emotion that presents itself. Well, when you say that to yourself, feel it. Again, this is a practice of learning to drop into sensations. So engage the intention with your entire body. And even as you're doing this and affirming your intention, feel the pulse of life that's living you, that's given birth to this body, this mind. Life as a deep pulse or vibration or heartfelt desire that emanates throughout the entire body. And you can just rest it for this moment. Noticing how you are a unique expression of life. A unique and vital expression of life. Contemplate life living you. The feeling of being in harmony with life. And that there's a purpose here. There's a meaning, a value to your life. And even as you're doing this, can you welcome a deep inner resource of well-being? Contemplate when you feel very at ease or safe, secure, relaxed, how and where do you feel this in your body? Perhaps draw upon a memory or an image or a place, either real or imagined, that helps evoke a feeling of safety or feeling secure or at ease in the body. Let the images drop and just soak in this sense of well-being. Noticing again where it arises in the body. We can return to this sense of safety and well-being, this inner resource, at any time during this practice or in your daily life. And let this feeling of ease keep permeating your body, even as you begin to welcome the body as sensation and bringing your attention to your jaw. Sense the hinge of the jaw, the lower jaw, teeth, and gums. Feel the weight of the lower jaw. Perhaps the weight changing as it lets go. Sensation of the upper jaw, teeth, and gums. The inside of the mouth and tongue. Radiant sensation. Let go of thinking, just feeling. From inside the mouth, sense into the left inner ear. Welcome sensation along the inner canal of the left ear, all the way out to the outer architecture of the left ear. Come back into the mouth. Sense your way into the right inner ear, tracing sensation all the way through the canal to the outer architecture of the right ear. Then welcome both ears simultaneously. Just sensation. Both ears simultaneously. Sense the cheeks, left and right. The nostrils. And the touch or flow of breath at the doorways of the nostrils. Just the sensation of the breath at the entrance of the nostrils, without thinking or analyzing. Sense the eyes. Just sensation. Eyebrows. Temples. Cheekbones. Sensing both eyes simultaneously. Let the eyes dissolve into one another and move back with sensation behind the physical eyes, deep into the core of the brain. Forehead, scalp, back of the head, back of the neck, the inner walls of the throat, the caress of air as it moves down and back up along the inner walls of the throat. Sense back again behind the eyes. Sensation. Let it drop down, back behind the nostrils, back behind the mouth, down through the neck, down into the chest. Noticing sensations of the upper chest, upper back, sensation of the mid-back, mid-torso, belly, lower back, sacrum, the bowl of the pelvis, welcome sensation of the entire torso, front and back, inside, outside, the entire torso. Bring attention into the left shoulder and shoulder blade, upper arm and elbow, forearm and wrist, palm of the left hand and fingers. Sense how your physical eyes may want to get involved. Can you soften the physical eyes? Let them dissolve into the heart. Just sensing now the entire left arm. Let go of any image. Let go of looking with the eyes. Sense the weight and heaviness of the left arm. Let attention linger in the right shoulder and shoulder blade. Upper arm and elbow. Forearm and wrist. Palm and fingers. Welcoming the entire right arm as sensation. Without using your eyes, slowly shift attention over to the left arm and hand. Come back to the right arm and hand. Just sensation. Both arms, both hands at the same time. Sense the arms and the torso simultaneously. Let attention momentarily rest inside the pelvis, sacrum, buttocks. Bring attention into the left hip, upper leg and knee, lower leg and ankle, foot and toes. Welcome the entire left leg, the entire left leg. Without using your eyes, become the left leg. Just a field of sensation. Right hip, right upper leg and knee, lower leg and ankle, foot and toes. Sense the entire right leg and foot. Then, without using your eyes, bring attention into the left leg and foot. Just sensation. Right leg. Both legs at the same time. Feet, legs, and pelvis simultaneously. Weave in the torso, arms, and hands, neck, head, face, mouth, jaw. Welcoming the entire body as a radiance of sensation. And just notice the movement of attention. Where is it going? From a sensation or into a thought, a perception, perhaps a particular sound. Just notice for a moment the movement of attention from a sensation in one part of your body to a sensation in another part of your body. It may move to a sound or a thought. But just study for a moment the movement of attention. Notice too any sense of fogginess or lethargy in the mind or in the body. Whatever is arising, note how you're aware of it. Feel yourself as the witness of all that you're presently aware of. Feel back into awareness itself. Sensing how you are this open, spacious, unchanging awareness in which all of the changing perceptions are arising and unfolding. Now bringing attention to the body breathing itself. The spontaneous coming and going of the breath without any intention to manipulate it or change it in any way. Just pure noting, moment to moment, of the sensation that's created by the movement of breath. What sensations are arising? Enter now into the stream of the breath so that you feel yourself flowing moment to moment, all the way to the end of inhalation and all the way to the end of the exhalation. moment to moment, without anticipation, just flowing with the breath. At the end of exhalation, there may be a spontaneous pause where you just fall into the breath and its completion. Just live here, waiting for the next breath to come spontaneously. Can you note the rise and fall of the abdomen with each breath? Inhalation, abdomen rising. Exhalation, abdomen falling. Just noting, flowing with, merging with the breath. Noting the rising and falling of the abdomen with each breath. And the breath as a movement in you. Can you feel how the breath has its own aliveness? Like an energy moving and coursing through your body that you can flow with in the stream of breath, moment to moment. As you sense the breath, the rising and falling of the abdomen, be aware of other flows of energy in your body, in the arms, or in the torso, in your pelvis, or in the legs, or perhaps in the head. Not analyzing, simply sensing the differences of sensation during exhalation and inhalation. What is the feeling that each breath evokes in the body? Not by thinking or naming, just pure experiencing. See where you are spontaneously drawn by sensation arising. And again, perceive all that is presently aware. Take a moment and perceive how every perception is arising in your awareness. Feel back into spacious awareness itself. Sensing how you are this open, spacious, unchanging awareness in which all of the changing perceptions are arising and unfolding. Notice any sensations of warmth in the body or around the body. Sensations of warmth in or around the body. Without thinking, just sensing. And now find a place in or around the body, the sensation of coolness. The sensation of coolness in or around the body. dropping into that sensation. And then going back to the feeling of warmth in the body. Also dropping into that sensation, that feeling. And if it feels appropriate, gently move back and forth between the sensation of warmth and the sensation of coolness in the body. Taking your time in each sensation to let it come alive. Let it come to the forefront of your awareness. Moving back and forth. Feeling first one and then the other. And if it feels appropriate, hold both the sensation of warmth and coolness simultaneously, without thinking. Just the sensations of warmth and coolness simultaneously. And notice how it acts on the mind and body. Then notice any particular emotions that are present in the body. Just welcome the present emotional tone of the body-mind. And notice if there is a particular emotion that's present, or one that draws your attention at times, that you become fused with in your life. Especially an emotion that arises when you're under stress. And if it feels interesting, welcome this particular emotion into your body. To help, you might invite a memory of a time when you got caught in that emotion. Just weave in this particular emotion in the body and notice where in the body you feel it and how do you register it. Without going much into thinking about it, just sensing the emotion. And if this emotion had an opposite, what might that opposite be? And welcome this opposite of emotion into the body as well. Where does this opposite emotion arise? Where do you sense it in the body? Without thinking, just sensing. And in your own time, go now from one opposite to the other. First, welcoming one, and really letting it emerge into the foreground. Then go over to its opposite, giving the opposite the same attention to allow it to fully blossom in the body. And several times now, going back and forth. When you take on one emotion, you might even just sense your body slightly shifting its position, even a micromillimeter. So you really feel like you're embodying this emotion. And then let your body shift slightly to take on the opposite. moving back and forth. And then as you're ready, to your capacity, welcome both opposites simultaneously. Have a sense of both here, simultaneously, without going into thinking. Just welcoming the energetic presence of opposites of emotion. And even in the midst of this, welcome in the flavor of your pure being. Notice the effect on the body, holding opposites. And let your attention open in all directions. In the midst of whatever else you're experiencing, step back into the feeling of pure awareness, noticing everything that's coming and going. The movement of emotion, of sensation, thoughts coming and going. And notice yourself as the witness of all that's now present. Notice the subtle sense, or not so subtle sense, of I-ness. If there's a particular emotion, how does it feel when you attach an I thought to it, such as, I am sad, or I am happy, or I'm the witness to this? If you bring up this felt sense of I-ness, or this separate me, notice where it takes you in your body. Is it up in your head? Down in your heart? And you might try an experiment here. Take your name and attach it to I. I am Denise. Take your own name. Affirm the I am with your name silently. And feel the resonance in your body as you say this to yourself. Then drop your name and just affirm I am. And feel where this lands in your body. I am. Then drop the am and just resonate the felt sense of I. I. Where does this land in your body? Then drop the I thought completely and remain here with what's present before I arises, since I is just another movement of mind. Notice how whatever's arising is in your awareness. A particular emotion, sensation, thought. The felt sense of being a witness. Can you feel into awareness as an all-encompassing essence? Perhaps noticing the subtle sense of self-awareness, self-consciousness that's present. Everything coming and going within a larger container of awareness. Give yourself completely to this. Notice how attention may move out again and attach itself with the I thought to a particular object, to sound, to thought. When you notice that, if it's interesting, trace attention back to its source. Feel yourself as a witness. Dissolve into being witnessing. Just being. Back into awareness. Set everything free to be here just as it is. Things coming and going. Perhaps noting how all of these changing phenomena, including the I thought, the movement of attention, the witness, are arising within a vastness of awareness. Note whatever is present and welcome in an underlying tone of well-being and spaciousness. This sense of everywhere and nowhere specific. Outside of time. Perfect, just as it is. Rest in your natural perfection. Complete and whole. Just as being is. Just as you are in your essence. Natural perfection. You might touch in again with the felt sense of life living you, where you feel in harmony with that felt sense of life. Feeling open to life living you. Your precious life, a vital part of this world. And might you welcome in again your intention? What is your intention now for your own life? As you move from being in this practice into your life, is there an intention that you wish to carry with you? It might be as simple as to recognize and affirm the felt sense of well-being or inner resource throughout the day. And when you have a sense of completion and are ready to return to your waking, rested life, take a few more moments to affirm the felt sense of well-being. Blinking your eyes open, staying in that spacious awareness in which things arise and pass away, and closing the eyes, staying in that spaciousness. Eyes opening, being a witness to everything that's arising. Eyes closing. Open and closed. Just welcoming it in you. Slowly transitioning from practice into life. Bringing movement and awareness to the hands. Rolling off to one side or moving in a gentle, easeful way. Coming back to eyes open, wakeful state of being.